Well, with this award-breaking segment,
Yes.
Mythbusters, one of the biggest of all time.
What awards has it won?
Well, none yet, but it's going to be in the line to win many.
It'll win
many
heaps.
just especially with the material we bring to the table, like today. Now, we all remember the 1975 Grand Final, North Melbourne's first ever Grand Final premiership win. A man that I'm going to introduce now, slamming Sam Kekovich, who everyone knows,
Legend.
was a major part of that first premiership. Keka, good afternoon. Welcome to you.
It's actually, yes, thank you, Brian. Good afternoon.
Yes.
Just bring your attention, Brian, before you carve me up and strip me of all my dignity.
Yeah.
It had taken me 2 days to get back from Sydney. There was a storm last night of biblical proportions, which precluded me from getting home. So I'm still in the same gear. I've brushed my teeth, I've done my hair, no makeup.
Yeah.
So I'm a tad adult, but here I am.
Well, Keka,
for duty.
as we do this, see if you can speak into that phone nice and fluently and keep it in the one spot because you're coming in and out a little bit. But I wanted to go back to 1975. Now, the famous team photo was taken the next day. I'm told it was taken the next day after you'd won the premiership. You didn't arrive to be part of that photo. Now, myth has it, or legend, I'm not sure.
Keka, surely you just slept in?
Yeah.
I'll be implicitly candid with you. I didn't have a dog at the vet. My grandmother was on the gurney and my wife wasn't pregnant.
All right.
So
What happened?
you work it out. Look, I've got no idea, Brian. I'm trying to work out what happened last night. And you honestly believe I can recall events that took place 50 years ago?
Keka, a team photo for a first ever premiership? Yes, I think you could recall it. So were you there, or you just didn't turn up, or you forgot, or what happened?
Brian, don't put words into my mouth. You know me better than that. But it is indelibly ensconced the events of the evening, let me assure you, in my mind. And I'm terrified to reveal it to someone like you, who I realise is very loose with his tongue.
Yeah.
But Brian, suffice to say, like all of us, we're flawed individuals, we're God's children, and we have been prone to making mistakes, unlike yourself.
Yeah.
There are good choices and bad choices and consequences, Brian.
Yes, Keka.
Unfortunately, I heard on the side of a very poor one this particular time, but on reflection, I'm not so sure it was a poor one, Brian. In fact, I look back on it now, I'm extremely proud of myself, Brian.
No. Now listen, this could be the end of this segment.
Yes.
Can't get anything straight out of Keka, Billy.
What about the time when just him and Barry Cable played against Geelong down there at Cardinia Park?
God, that was you must have had a contingency up your sleeve, did you? In case this one went poorly, the first one.
Hey, Keka, the great story is that you couldn't get to the photo because you had some business to attend to, Keka.
Look, that's a very diplomatic way of putting it, Jimmy. Look, you know, we get inundated with requests, and sometimes because of the enormity of the package, you tend to sometimes drift off and make the poor decision.
Yeah.
But the reality was, and I guess it's no secret, you've all seen the palpable evidence. I was a nude centrefold in those years. And you can imagine, I guess, I was fairly attracted to the fairer 23 chromosome variety. And sometimes you get ahead of yourself in this world, Brian.
Yes.
And unfortunately, I stepped down those slippery battles to avoid pulling splinters out of my backside. And I did make a very poor decision given the fact that who thought it was going to be the most memorable piece of memorabilia we'd ever have at North Melbourne.
So there you go.
And who in their right frame of mind would have the temerity of taking a premiership photo without me in it?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Keka,
Congruous.
just one other thing. You went on to play, I think you played 4 games at Collingwood in total, which wasn't a lot, let's face it, Keka, it was 4. But the half-forward line in one of those particular games, and you talk about guys that had a bit of spirit, could play the game incredibly well, and were a bit naughty at times and very flamboyant and great players.
What was it?
The half-forward line at Collingwood read Kink, Carmen, Kekovich.
What, Keka was just on the half-forward flank, was he?
Well, he might have been sent half, but that was the half-forward line. Do you remember it, Keka? Was that
starting
true?
with
Brian,
K?
get on to your next line. Your next favourite line, Brian.
No,
Come on, move on to it.
What is it?
No.
He loves this. He has been working on this for 15 years.
All right, well, I'm not doing any more.
He's
That's
a silky terrier, like a silky terrier. Just only goes.
Why, you've turned out like Sheedy. You don't answer questions anymore. You just dribble on, Kecker. What is wrong with you?
I don't. I certainly tell you, I am. Sheedy, you think I'm like Sheedy? Sheedy's perambulating, got no content. At least I've got content. How dare you align me and parallel me with him?
Hey, Kecker, it was a reasonable half-forward line in 75, by the way. Arnold Brightis, yourself, Wayne Schimmelbusch.
Yeah, I don't know about the IQ of the half-forward flankers, but thank God I was there to give it a bit of a crack up. But that Collingwood half-forward line was fairly impressive, wasn't some good man. He was a great player. People sometimes overlook Rene Kink. Rene Kink was a superb player.
Yep.
And Carmen was just outstanding.
Yep.
Just a pity he didn't play, in the premiership. Otherwise, he'd be. There's no doubt they would have won it that year.
Sam, how did you get on with my favourite player of all time, Keith Greig?
How did I get on? Got on well with everyone. I never got on with Keith Greig. Was just an outstanding guy, an outstanding bloke. Keith Greig sometimes gets sold very shortly for, Messi's always looked upon as being somewhat laconic, quiet, shy. To the contrary, the people that know him, he was very, very witty and very, very smart. In fact, he took objection to Barrass calling him a shit plumber, let me assure you.
What about Barrass? How'd you get on with him, Kecker? Two big personalities?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let me tell you about Barrass. He took one of the biggest unbridled tirades of invective or abuse one day. I'm telling you, if anyone else copped it today, they'd be at every HR office. He would be like you can't believe. But he was a great man. I look for him, Barrass. The only bloke that doesn't know how great he is Barrass himself. He's just an absolute superstar in every facet of the word.
Well, Kecker,
he's a great coach.
Thank you very much for being part of what is the most confusing segment of the year.
Well, I told you nothing, Brian.
No, you've told us everything we need to know. Thank you, and the Myths and Legends continues. It's been a runaway success this year, Bill.
Yeah, well done, Brian, and good on you, Chompers.
Well done, Kecker.
Thanks, Chompers.
See you, boys. Have a great day. Thank
Well
you.
done, Kecker, superstar. So he couldn't turn up for the photo because he's on the nest.
I think you did.
I think that's where we ended up with
He
it.
didn't want to say that. He didn't want to say that. Did he throw the medal in the water too, in the Yarra?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he threw the middle of it. I think he might have put that somewhere else.